welcome back. So I see you've either joined us on functions or you have clicked on the functions link. So what is a function in pre-calculus or in math? A function relates to an input to an output. So it's like a gear or a machine where you have an input and you have an output, and that gear that grinds the input to the output, that is a function. So most functions are easily described as f of x. That's how most of them start off as. There's many ways, but that is the most common and most classical way that people write a function. So we have the input and the output. So say we have an input of 0, and then we have a relationship of times 2, and then our output would be 0. Again, if we have an input of 1, the same relationship, then our output would be 2. So as you see, the function would be this whole part, but that is the basic components of a function. Now most functions are squaring functions, as x squared, or even cube functions, which x to the third plus 1, that's also a function. And sine, cosine, and tangent, those also help with functions in trigonometry. And there are lots more. But the name, you could give many names. The most common is f. Or f and g are the most common names for functions. But you can also put any type of name as long as you can understand the basics of your function. So the function we have would be f, which would probably be the function name. So the function name, and then inside the parentheses, x would be the input, equals, let's say, x squared, and that would be what to output. So what you would need to get that output. So let's say we have f of 4 equals 16. So we'll know that an input of 4 becomes an output of 16. So you would replace x here with times that number, and then that would be your output. So if we had, let's say, f of 4 equals 16. So pretty easy concept to understand. And that is the basics of the functions that you need to learn in pre-calculus. So a function is easily described as f of x, and it is a gear that helps to get an input to an output. So as you see here, input of 0 times 2, output of 0. Input of 1 times 2, output of 2. So as you see, that's how it would work out. Some of the functions may be described as x squared, which is a squaring function, or x to the third plus 1, or a cubic function. Sine and cosine and tangent all work out the same. So sine, sin, cosine, and tangent, they all work out, but those are for functions in trigonometry if you advance in that. And also remember, the most common are f and g, but they can also change it up and put j or z or however more functions you need. And easy concept of f of x equals x squared. So the function name is f, our input is x squared is what to output, and so as here as an example, the function name is f, input is 4, output is 16. If you have any trouble, please feel free to leave comments. Otherwise, hope this helped you. And there are more advanced ways to function, but this is the easiest concept to understand what a function does. And then if you also need more help, we have one more section on functions, which would be for the vertical line test, which is also a big key thing in functions. Functions, the key is that we have a graph here, and it passes through a line test, which is a vertical line test, and it passes through one point, then we'd call that a function. But if the function passes through 2 points on the line test, here and here, then it is not a function. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to comment. Thank you.